Fire protection on the 400 consists of detection loops and extinguisher bottles for the engines and main wheel wells, smoke detectors in the aft and forward baggage compartments with an associated smoke warning and their own fire bottles, a detector loop and extinguisher bottle for the optional APU, and a smoke detector and waste bin automatic fire extinguisher for the lavatory. In the event of lavatory smoke or fire, this light illuminates on the forward and aft cabin ceiling advisory panels. A single ping emits from the PA system, and a loud continuous alarm signal sounds from the smoke detector. But there are no flight deck indications of a lavatory fire. There are also Halon 1211 portable extinguishers, one on the flight deck behind the left seat, and at least two in the cabin. The overhead fire panel is divided into three areas: APU, engine, and baggage compartments. There are also glare shield engine fire reset lights, a check fire detection warning triggered by either an APU or engine fire, and the optional fire tone for engine fires. There's also a smoke warning triggered by a baggage compartment fire, and of course the master warning. For APU fires, there's an APU caution and master caution. Let's firstly look at engine fires. Each nacelle has three independent gas-filled sensor loops called Advanced Pneumatic Detectors, APDs, the main wheel well zone, MWW, the leading edge zone, LEZ, and the primary engine zone, PEZ. Heating a sensor loop increases its gas pressure and triggers an alarm switch that signals an engine fire to a control amplifier that monitors detection and extinguishing, including release of fire suppressant from the forward and aft extinguisher bottles. The zones are combined into detection loops. Loop A consists of the primary and leading edge zones, and Loop B consists of the main wheel well APDs. Notice that in Loop A, the two zones are connected in series. So if there's a fault in a leading edge zone, the primary will also fail. But if the primary fails, you can still have detection in the leading edge zone, a fault A indication and an engine fire warning at the same time. The control amplifier monitors pressure in the engine fire bottles, detonates the correct explosive squibs, takes pilot instructions from and displays status on the fire protection panel, and provides warnings and cautions on the glare shield, on the warning and caution panel, and on the fire tone. When an APD detects an overheat, the control amplifier will definitely get your attention. It lights the pull fuel hydraulic off handle, the glare shield engine fire lights flash, the check fire detection warning flashes, together with the master warning, and, if installed, the fire tone sounds. Pressing one engine fire light will stop the flashing and silence the optional fire tone, but the lights stay on until the fire is extinguished. You could also rearm the master warning. Set the power lever on the affected engine to flight idle and the condition lever to fuel off. Now pull the pull fuel hydraulic off handle. Fuel and hydraulic fluid are automatically shut off from the burning engine. The valve closed lights come on, and both extinguisher bottle arming lights come on. The bottle squibs are ready to discharge. If the pull fuel hydraulic off handle and check fire detection warning are still on, you need to discharge the forward bottle. Move the extinguisher switch to the forward bottle position. the forward bottle arm light will go out and the bottle low light will come on. Wait up to 30 seconds for the handle and check fire detection lights to go out. If they don't, you need to discharge the second bottle. This time it worked. The fire is extinguished. Note that the bottle low light will only come on once. The bottle low light indicates that an engine fire bottle is empty or its pressure is low. Now the engine fault A and fault B lights. If an advanced pneumatic detector breaks or there are electrical problems in a loop, an integrity switch triggers the appropriate fault light. And the check fire detection warning and master warning come on. The engine fire system can be tested using this switch. Touch the test detection switch to move it to the engine 1 position. When held in the engine 1 position, the fault lights come on, the pull fuel hydraulic off handle illuminates, the glare shield engine fire lights flash, the check fire detection comes on flashing with its master warning, and the optional tone sounds. Pushing an engine fire light should silence the tone. Both engine fire lights should stop flashing. And pushing the master warning will make the check fire detection warning stay on, stay. When you release the test switch, the lights should go back to normal. Next, you pull the pull fuel hydraulic off handle and check that the green fuel and hydraulic valve open lights are replaced by white closed lights and that the two bottle arm lights come on. Pushing the handle in should reverse the process. And of course you test engine number 2 in the same way. The optional APU has its own fire detection and extinguishing system. The system has one APD detector loop, one APU fire bottle in the tail section, and is controlled and monitored by the normal control amplifier via the APU fire panel. The check fire detection and master warning are triggered. If an APD detects an APU fire, the red fire light and the extinguishing switch light illuminates. The green APU fuel open light is replaced by the white closed light, and the check fire detection and master warning flash. But there's no bell and no glare shield lights. The APU automatically shuts down, triggering the APU caution and master caution. The fire extinguisher bottle arm light comes on, and the extinguishing agent is released automatically after 7 seconds. The bottle arm light should be replaced by its low light, and the APU fire should go out. But if the bottle fails to automatically discharge, you can manually discharge it by pressing the guarded extinguish switch. And it worked. With the APU on but not running, the APU fire system is tested using this push button. It should simulate an APU fire. This light indicates a problem with the APU fire system. Baggage compartment fire protection uses 2 smoke detectors in the aft compartment and 1 detector in the forward. Both compartments have their own high-rate discharge fire bottle, but share one low-rate bottle. The shared bottle is located in the aft compartment. Again, the control amplifier processes signals from the smoke detectors and from the fire bottles, announcing conditions on the fire protection panel and warning panels. If you get the smoke warning and the fire protection panel indicates that it's in the aft compartment, then the extinguishing segment comes on, the inlet and outlet vents are automatically closed to cut off oxygen and contain the fire, and the aft high rate bottle is armed. Now you need to press the extinguishing switch to release the aft high rate bottle. Lift the guard and push the extinguishing switch. Here, please. The arm light will go out, and the low pressure light will come on if the high rate aft bottle was discharged successfully. The smoke light, smoke warning, and master warning will go out when the fire is extinguished. 7 minutes after you discharge the high rate bottle, the low rate bottle will be discharged automatically. This is a slower, controlled discharge intended to prevent the fire from reigniting. About 22 minutes after pressing the extinguishing switch, the forward low light will come on. Remember that the low rate bottle is shared between the two baggage compartments, and the aft high rate bottle used the aft low light. You deal with the fire in the forward baggage compartment in the same way. Touch the extinguishing light. The forward high rate bottle discharges and its low light will come on. Hopefully the fire will soon go out. But because the forward compartment is smaller, the low rate bottle is discharged at the same time as the high rate. There are no indications of discharge. The shared bottle low indication will come on 15 minutes later, this time at the aft low light. The aft baggage compartment fire system can be tested with this spring-loaded switch. The 1 position tests the aft arm light, and the 2 position tests the forward arm light. These are the correct indications for the test 1 position. Test 2 is similar. This push button simulates a forward compartment fire. Finally, lavatory fire detection and extinguishing. A single smoke detector in the lavatory ceiling emits a loud continuous alarm, sends an alarm through the PA system, and illuminates a red light on the forward and aft cabin ceiling panels to alert the attendants. There is also one extinguisher behind the lavatory cabinet that discharges automatically into the waste bin in the event of a fire. There are no flight deck indications of lavatory smoke or fire.